feel good. I knew that I would not. So good, so good. I got you. Wow, I feel nice. A sugar and spice. I feel nice. A sugar and spice. Good morning, folks. You know who I am. It's your boy Tay Wiz reporting live for the Man Cave as usual. For those who are not subscribed to my Twitter, please take the time out and do that now. That is TAE_WIGGS. And for those who are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please take the time out and do that now. That is KING23TAE. Once again, we are back talking about the NBA's finals. You can talk about the music I was playing, that James Brown Feel Good, like Sugar and Spice. And let you know the Cavaliers did win last night in the Oracle Arena. You can't spell Oracle without Cleveland at the end with the CLE. Just, ain't no shots thrown out there, but, the Cavaliers took care of business on the road, which I thought was a key win for tonight. So our game 6 on Thursday night will be our game 7. So one step at a time, one game at a time. So I'll let you know all the predictions and how I feel once we get towards the end. Let's talk about the Golden State Warriors as they lost by 14 points. 112-97. Um, Andre Iguodala had 15 points, 11 boards, and 6 assists, 2 steals. He had a nice game. It was almost Draymond-ish. Yes, new word, Draymond-ish. It's almost a Draymond-ish game. He came out there and did what he's supposed to do. For those who believe that Andre Iguodala is a Hall of Famer, I still don't believe how you say something like that because I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. Because if he's a Hall of Famer, you shouldn't let LeBron go off. The last time that somebody got injured in the finals, Andre Iguodala had to step in, or in a playoff game, or in a regular season game, Andre Iguodala stepped up, and somebody at this game named Kobe Bryant scorched him for 48. So another great, another legend. So I'm giving props when props is due. Another great and soon-to-be legend, a real Hall of Famer, did the same thing. His name was LeBron James. He dropped 41 jewels on him, and nothing was nice about that boy. Crown him king. Anyways, um, you could tell that there wasn't no Draymond Green out there. That definitely did hurt them. Just like I said, he brings the spirit, the hustle, the heart, the tenacity, the defense, the edge, whatever you call. He brings that to the team. He's the eggs for the pancake mix. He's the milk for the pancake mix. You know what I'm saying? Where else you putting your pancakes? That's Draymond Green. The team is just pancakes. He's he's the he's the key solution to getting that good taste for them pancakes. Them pancakes didn't taste good last night because there wasn't no syrup out there. It wasn't no nothing out there. So, and Harrison Barnes, guy friends keep telling me, Harrison Barnes gonna be key. He need to step up. He went back to being the same Harrison Barnes. Played good first quarters, second quarters, and just like MJ Jumper, he just faded away. He only had 5 points, 5 rebounds, assists, a steal, and a block. Well, not gonna get that out of him. He played big minutes. He almost played 27 minutes, and that's the production he gave to you. So when everybody asks why J.R. Smith is streaky, yes he is. So is Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes is streaky too. I'm trying to tell everybody I'm tired of everybody telling me, Clay shoot this many shots and Curry shoot this many shots. Hey, let's be honest. Harrison Barnes get his touches as well, just like they do too, and he be open. He shoots some of his shots. He pass one off the pass. He be open plenty of times, wide open. And how many times he was open yesterday from 3-point line? He's open like 3 or 4 times and missed it and missed like what about what 1 for 4, 1 for 3 from downtown. So I don't want to hear it. He still had a terrible shooting night. Um, Andrew Bogut took a nasty fall yesterday, injury to the kneecap, like a hyperextended knee. So will he be ready for Game 6? Who knows? Only time will tell. They got 2 days off between here and now. Well, the Cavaliers should be arriving almost in Cleveland this morning. Andrew Bogut played only 7 minutes. He had 0 points. 3 rebounds, and 3 blocks. So that's another key person gone. So you really have nobody on the glass really to grab rebounds like that. So you have Bogut out and Draymond suspended. So that's about 17 rebounds that they missed and about 6 blocks together and maybe 17 points. That's how I see it. Um, Klay Thompson, he had 37 points, 3 rebounds, assists. He was 6 from 11 from downtown. I was trying to find Klay didn't have a big third quarter, which I thought he would have, but he did have 3 3 pointers in that quarter. So, man, it was getting tight. Game was getting tight. I mean, what else can you want these cats to do? Steph Curry had a bad shooting night, but he shot good from the 3 point line. If you ever look at Curry's stat line, his 3 pointers are always better than the field goal percentage because he don't shoot the twos that well. So he's a lone ball sniper. He had 25 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 blocks. He had 3 blocks. It's kind of crazy, but he had 3 blocks. He was 8 for 21 total. So you're not gonna get the job done when Steph is shooting 8 for 21 total as a unit. After with the field goal percentage combined to 3 pointers, I think he was 5 from 14 from threes. So you're not going to get the job done like that playing against the Cavaliers. Warriors had 15 bench points. I thought the Warriors came out kind of lax. They came out thought the Cavs was going to lay down. Uh, they just came out there thought they was going to win a trophy on their floor. And I'm not taking nothing away from the Warriors team, but one thing I will say, they calling the Cavaliers soft or LeBron soft. Just to keep in mind to you Warriors players out there, how you gonna call the Cavaliers soft and all you guys do is flop the whole game? Anderson Varejao, especially Iguodala. They always talk about LeBron James being a crybaby. Iguodala was crowned all last night for fouls, man. Steph was crowned last night for fouls. Klay was crowned last night for fouls. They all was crying for fouls last night. Even Harrison Barnes, like the Cavaliers probably talked to the rest about 5 6 times because the Cavaliers already know they're not gonna get every call from the referee. But this person had the audacity to say, can referees get fined too? I'm sorry, Steph. I have to call your wife out. She said, can referees get fined too? Yeah, they can get fined, but they never get fined for calling the game. If that was the case, then that means the Cavaliers, any game the referees, the Cavaliers should ref. The referees should get fined. I can't believe your wife said that. Tell your wife to stay off Twitter. Tell your wife to just stay off Twitter. No disrespect to your wife. But at the same time, you cannot say can referees get fined too. She says she can't believe the referees making these calls. And like once again, like I said, the referees go what team is playing at a certain pace and at a certain high volume. And clearly that wasn't the Golden State Warriors last night. They wasn't playing with that same high volume. The Cavaliers was playing with that high volume. Like I said, they won by 14 points, and I can't believe Ayesha Curry said that. The fans talk about free Draymond. I don't know nobody saying free Draymond. Uh, Clearly, as everybody else said, he hit him between the legs, man. I don't care if LeBron James did step over him, but at the same time, you don't raise your hands that far up to get off the floor. Because last time I checked, you get off the floor with your hands, not with your hands up. So last time I saw. So he's suspended for 1 game. Game 6, Draymond Green might be playing on eggshells because anything else, any other technical foul that will be subpoenaed into a 1 game suspension. So he will be suspended for 1 game if you get another technical foul. Do I see him get another one? It's a possibility that he can get a technical foul, or a flagrant foul, game 6 on Thursday and be out for game 7. That's how quickly things change in the NBA. They got to fly to Cleveland. It's going to be a tough game. You know, they keep saying Steph is hurt, shoulders hurt, knees hurt. Now they making, little allegations and crying about he's hurt. At this point in time in June, everyone is hurt. As in June 14th, everybody's hurt. Somebody's got some type of nagging injury. But you know what make injuries feel so good? When you get that win and and you know your team is like 2 games away from getting their first title ever in 52 years in Cleveland, Ohio. Oh man, what a day that'd be if that ever happened. Let's get into and talk about. I want to get straight into and talk about the Cavaliers. I didn't watch ESPN since the NBA Finals set for 1 week, for one day. That was the day Cavs lost Game 1. People had the Cavaliers getting swept. I thought that was a joke. LeBron James only been swept once in his NBA Finals. That's back in 2007. When he 2007-2008 season against the Spurs. So I can see that. But LeBron James ain't been swept after it since then. And the first thing I want to say, everybody keeps saying, oh, LeBron need to score 50. Oh, he need to score 60 for the Cavs to beat the Warriors. Keep trying to tell people, if you have a basketball mind out there, LeBron don't need to score 50 and 60 to beat the Warriors. The Cavaliers shots was falling, which they were. And, well, like how LeBron's stat line, hey, he had 41 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, and 3 blocks. And everybody said, I've finally seen the signature game for LeBron. But I need 2 more of those, Bron. You played a hell of a game. LeBron didn't let up on defense at all, man. LeBron was vocal. The team followed his lead. That's what the MVP does, a real MVP does. Because our MVP shows up every night, and night in and night out, and he stuffs the stat sheets. And everybody said, "What? Anybody can stuff the stat sheets. Nobody stuffed the stat sheets like LeBron James does. 41 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, and 3 blocks. Ooh, that was MVP material. Him and Kyrie. If the Cavs win the championship, we got 2 more games to go. Kyrie and LeBron, they might be voted as the unanimous MVP of the NBA Finals. And I get to Kyrie Irving a little later. Let's get to Kevin Love. You put Kevin Love in the starting lineup. Kevin Love played 32 minutes. He had 2 points. He was 1 for 5 from the field, 0 for 3 from downtown, but he had 3 rebounds, an assist, and a block. When you take that away, that Kevin Love had 2 points. Look at the defensive side. He played pretty good, defense on Harrison Barnes. Because Harrison Barnes was guarding him, and Kevin Love was guarding Harrison Barnes. They always say, you don't need points to win. But throughout everything else, Kevin Love held his own out there on defense. I gave him that. He only took 5 shots. But at the same time, he did play defense. So I'm gonna point his defense out. 32 minutes and he played defense out there. Don't care what nobody say. He definitely played great defense on Harrison Barnes. Hands down. He did. Don't care what no one say. He definitely held his own. And do that. Can we see that? Game 6? It's a strong possibility that you will see that in Game 6. Kevin Love playing defense, but I guarantee you Kevin Love had more than 2 points. I give Kevin Love in this game about 14 points and 7 rebounds. Even though it wasn't a big game for Kevin Love, he did show up on the defensive end. And I would give you a round of applause again for showing up on the defensive side. Man, Tristan Thompson. He had 6 points. He had 15 rebounds, an assist, and 2 blocks. He had 15 rebounds on the glass. Like I said, Andrew Bogut went down early in the first quarter of the injury with a hyperextended knee that looked like. Draymond was suspended for a game. And everything else opened up. LeBron James had 12 rebounds. And Tristan had 15. Them guys is everywhere on the glass, man. You got to get rebounds. No second chance shots. Once you take the second chance shots away from the Warriors and you go down the court and make it, they start playing panic basketball, which I seen a lot of that in the fourth quarter. Bet you that they started taking threes that they didn't need to take as well. But J.R. Smith had 10 points, 2 rebounds, assists, and steals. I noticed too in this series too. Anytime J.R. Smith at least has 10 points, the Cavaliers get a win. That's kind of crazy. But J.R. Smith did his thing out there. He played great defense. I ain't gonna say he played great defense because Clay still went off with 37. Um, J.R. Smith did what he's supposed to, but Clay was in his zone though too. J.R. Smith, even though you let Clay go for 37, you still did what you did. Little things to do. You still had 2 rebounds, but you only averaged like a 1.5 rebounds a game. Still averaging an assist and a steal. But in all reality, J.R. Smith is actually hitting shots, which I like. You know, people had the Cavaliers losing last night, especially the media. And one thing I didn't like, I went on the Adidas website yesterday morning, looking at some Adidas apparel. They already had Golden State Warriors championship gear up there for sale. Talk about your 2016 NBA champions, the Golden State Warriors. They had the shirt, the towel, the DVD, and the hat. That's not cool, man. Nobody has one yet. Why would you even have that posted up on your website? Come on, Adidas. You gotta be better than that. Uncle Drew. Uncle Drew. 41 points. 17 for 24 from the field. 5 from 7 from 3-point line. 3 rebounds. 6 assists. 2 steals and the block. Kyrie was in the zone yesterday. Now, if Kyrie can do that for the next 2 games, dude, you talk about holding that trophy up. Kyrie was in the zone. He had Steph on skates. Normally Steph had people on skates. But the bus driver of the bus, Kyrie Irving, had people in the blender. He had them in the blender. Doing everything, man. That guy couldn't miss. I was shocked to see LeBron James just get him the ball up so fast because he was hot. Like I said, one thing I would say, if that horse is, feed that horse. Run that horse so that horse can't run no more. The Cavaliers were in that horse till it couldn't run no more. And I like that about the Cavaliers. Tyronn Lue stuck to his guns. He didn't give up on his team. He's gonna do he's gonna do what got the Cavaliers there. You gotta do you can't if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that definitely was one of the things last night. And you know, LeBron made history last night. Top what? Be number 9 all-time player in NBA history to score at least 1,000 points now. That's huge. Kyrie Irving made history last night of being the second player only in NBA's final history to have a shooting field goal percentage at 70. And the other guy ahead of him was Wilt Still Chamberlain. Cavs out here breaking records. So another record that the Cleveland Cavaliers own in the NBA Finals. This is a record that nobody never did, but it happened yesterday on June 13th. Kyrie Irving and LeBron James, the only 2 players in NBA history to score 41 points apiece in a finals game. That's 82 points combined. That was the first time. We never seen a display like that. It was such a huge honor to watch that game last night and to be known that my home team done that. And Kyrie Irving was awesome, man. He was like so. I always give Brown his due. Kyrie Irving was awesome. Uncle Drew is back. And he had Curry, as in Mark Jackson say, Mama, may I have this dance? Because Kyrie was crossing over Steph Curry like it was nothing. Yeah, we got outscored by the bench points, 15-12. You know, you got 8 from RJ, 4 from Iman. RJ is very slippery around the paint. I think he's been fouled a couple of times. The referees ain't calling it. LeBron got fouled a couple of times. Everybody's getting fouled. They letting them play. So, can't complain about it. Like I said, you can't complain about that. But the one thing what the Cavaliers did win, they won the two most important quarters. They won the second quarter. They won the third quarter. Second quarter always dictate how you come off for the third quarter. Cavaliers actually won the third quarter, but they also won the fourth quarter. So the third quarter was huge because we scored 32 points in the fourth quarter. We outscored them 32-23. Then we got outscored in the first quarter by 3, 29-32. But the Cavaliers held their own, and Game 6, like I said, be Thursday at 9 o'clock on ABC. They're going back home to Cleveland. Back home to the Q. We win this. I'm going with my prediction now. Cavaliers win game 6. I said the Cavaliers win by 15. Another huge night from LeBron and Kyrie. X factor of that game, J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith. I say J.R. Smith goes for 17. J.R. Smith hit about 5 threes to seal the Cavaliers' victory. We win by 15. Um, if we win Game 6, I think the Cavaliers can win that Game 7 on that Sunday. How sweet that would be on Father's Day for me and for my father who passed away last year. That would be a definitely sweet victory. And also making it sweet, that'd be like a bonus, a triple for me. My wedding anniversary, being married for 6 years, that's a blessing. But for those who not subscribed to my, like I said, to my Twitter page, that is TAE_WIGGS. And for those who not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please take the time out now and feel free to follow me on KING23TAE. Please and thank you. You know I'm Cavs all in to the end, baby. Let's go Cavs.